recently I went to China and I went the entire trip without buying anything until literally it was time to come home. I had to pull the trigger on this. It was such a good deal. I just really needed to get it because in the end I'm gonna wind up getting it anyway. I got myself a little something and it's this little guy. So I actually have a shoot coming up, and so far I've been able to get by with just doing hand shooting videos, but I can see in the near future that I'm gonna be needing this guy more and more. So the thing about gimbals for the longest time that were off-putting for me is just the sheer weight of the gimbals themselves. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever picked up the DJI Ronin, not the mini one, but like the regular one. It is so heavy, and on top of that you put your camera on top, it's gonna get only heavier. But this newest gimbal is super compact for what it offers, and I've seen it in the store, I've seen a lot of review videos, and this seems like the perfect fit for me for now. Although, the only thing I'm concerned about is if I pair my camera with a larger lens, how it will handle the weight distribution or the balancing, because this isn't a really big guy, and I think if I put a really large lens on my camera, I have a feeling it might topple it over, but I'll have to do more testing and see what it actually is. But then again, at the same time, I don't see myself using like a rather large lens anyway, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So this thing is still rather quite small in comparison. I think the only thing that sucks is that I can't fold this up or anything. I know it's still fairly small, so I can just, you know, toss it in a bag and stuff like that. It's so funny because I actually didn't know if you could mount your phone on the gimbal itself, and obviously the sales associate was telling me that you just buy basically one of these, which is just the attachment. So I got upsold this, but you know what, it's whatever. If I use it, I use it. If I don't, I don't. It's fine, it's not a big deal. Let me see how much it cost. When I was in China, people were basically telling me that DJIs tend to be cheaper in China. The first time when I went, it was the regular price, which is $24.99. But when I went back a couple of days later, right before having to come back home, I thought I would check it out and maybe just pull the trigger. It actually went down in price. It actually went to $21.24. Keep in mind in Canada that this set basically is around $539, and then you add tax on top of that, which is essentially going to be like $604 or something like that, somewhere around there. And honestly, I saved myself so much money purchasing this in China that it was just so much more worth it. Ugh. Oh, so that's the other arm that I can hold on to. The tripod leg, very small, very compact. Let me just put it up right now. Boom, just like that. So this little guy is one of the main reasons why I decided to get the combo. I mean, that being said, it was on sale, so I might as well just get the combo set. I'm still saving money regardless. Either way, this little guy can basically track your movements. If I'm doing a shoot outside with clients, I can essentially get this little guy to track my clients' motion and movement, so the camera will be on them at all times. But I think in that sense, it might save me a little bit. But that being said, I haven't tested it out yet, so I don't really know, so we'll have to see. So at this point, I got super lost into getting the DJI all set up. Balancing the camera was super easy, and the DJI Ronin app that you connect to has so much useful tutorials and information to utilize. I can't wait to get more accustomed to this particular gimbal and use it for UGC and client work for my photography business. And so far from my short time of using the RS4 Mini, I feel like it is the perfect middle ground, right? It's poised to be this compact, powerful, and reliable device, but I'll be the judge of that after using it for a little while. So my initial take is that if you are a content creator, a solo traveler, or an aspiring filmmaker, this could possibly be a game changer in leveling up the quality of your work. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one.